Now you're starting your own ministry.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Tell me about that.
Okay. So I felt like the Lord called me to take everything I learned through like 10 years of school, ministry school, put it in a resource that we can do in one page, sound bites in 20 to 30 minutes, which ages 10 and up, anywhere in the world. It's the Kingdom Culture School of Ministry. We shift our mindsets, and which results in transforming our culture with biblically based activation learning. And I thought no better place to really kick this off internationally than to go to Brazil and work in a public elementary school run by a witch, in a community in a drug war, and then in a preschool of children of drug dealers. I just thought like that sounded like a great plan. I didn't quite know that my friend had 200 people die in her community, and I was like, wow, 3 people have been murdered since I've been here, huh? So the church didn't let me in, but the school principal, who was a practicing witch, thought this was a great idea. So she gave me the 3rd and 4th grade for the week, and then my friend, who was the teacher, also led a preschool, and then the principal gave us the school at night to do a school in the whole community. So we'd have drug runners coming off the street, get saved, jump right into class, 2-year-olds encountering the presence of God, and the classroom, the kids would go from punching each other in the face and running around screaming because their lives are super dramatic, bring in a guitar, start worshiping, presence of the Lord falls, we're walking them through inner healing, and they're having God encounters in 30 minutes. So kicked it off there, then learned how to do miracle crusades right about that time. Then I went to an area of Asia, I can't be named, and did remote prayer drives into the root of radical extremist religious world. Then went over to the Philippines and met with tribal chiefs of previously unknown tribes, and launched some schools over there. So that was kind of the first 9 months of kicking off ministry.
Yeah, I would say that was a productive year.
Yeah. Then after that, our family went into crisis. I pulled back in ministry for 6 months. Was just walking into it again. Went to Liberia. I was going to Liberia with Dave, had been to a couple other countries, and then my house burned down, and I lost everything I owned. So it's been this interesting kind of ebb and flow. So
well, I gotta say one of the most enjoyable things with you and I meeting was the Pakistan. So here we're at the Vandella coffee shop in Egan, and
which is a mix between a Hallmark movie and an Open Heaven.
And it's awesome. It's unbelievable. So in a roundabout way, we got invited, both of us, to Pakistan, where the mute voice spoke. A dozen people get healed.
Online.
Yeah. And from that, you introduced me to Paul Rapley, which puts me down another path. So first off, I want to thank you for what you're doing.
Oh, thank
and
you.
You have a major impact, not just on, but I mean with the people here at the house.
Good.
And I just want to encourage you, just go for it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, I always say I used to be the shyest, most socially awkward person I had ever met. Literally, as a teenager, I would hide in a corner and pet a cat. When people talked to me, I would ignore them and just say yes or no answers and pet the cat. So look how far God's brought me.
Yeah.
He called me to do things that I was excited about and also nervous about, and he gave me courage. And so just as you're watching this, wherever you've been, God's using you. And if he calls you to things you're like, oh, I'm excited and also a little scared or nervous, that's okay. Keep stepping out little by little.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come. He doesn't give it to you all at once, but it does require us to step out in faith and take those steps. And I want to encourage you watching this to do that.
And I want to encourage you to connect with Kristen's ministry. And I think if you really want to take the next step, Kristen, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, KristenDarpa.com. We can put it in the links or the memo here with the video. My books and resources are online. We're going to be launching more online schools, and please do pray for me. Ministry now is going into the Middle East, and I'm looking to plant at least a dozen ministry schools in 3 countries this next year.